Hey y'all, this video is inspired by some questions that have come up in the free Facebook group. So just how important is it to renew your creativity, to keep that well flowing? It's really important to remember first that if you don't, you're liable to get bored with what you're working on, run into roadblocks, feel like you're stuck. There's just no way out of whatever spot you've gotten yourself into. And if you don't keep renewing that well, you're going to run dry. So there are several things that you can do about that so that you don't end up feeling blocked and uninspired and bored to tears with your own work. One of the first things that you can do is to begin to actually feed your creativity. Remember, it's a well. So your creativity is a renewable resource, but you've got to feed your imagination. If you don't, you're going to end up in that blocked spot. So some of the ways that you can feed your imagination: give yourself an artist date. Go look at some real art and talk to other real artists. And that might be by going to a local gallery. It might mean going to some other artists' studio spaces. It might mean that you're going to go to a local museum. If you can't find anything local, absolutely hop online and look at some of the art that's available on reputable galleries and people who are working with similar ideas and thoughts. Also think about things like watching a great art movie. I love the movie Colette. I love the movie Camille. Any of those, whether they're talking about literature or painting, are going to help fuel that fire some more. Think about reading a book about one of your favorite artists. Look at gallery catalogs, exhibition catalogs for some of your faves. Get that flow going again by getting some creative information going in there. Next, besides just thinking about feeding that creativity, there's some other things you can do as well. You can also do something that may seem pretty obvious, but it'll be just enough of a twist to get you out of that rut. So, for example, if you're a painter, you might try working in clay for a little while. So take an alternative medium to the one you normally use, and that will help loosen up that dam that's got you all blocked. So think about taking up either a different painting medium if you're a painter or a different sculptural material if you're a sculptor. But get out of your comfort zone and try approaching something in a new and different way, and guarantee that will help get you unstuck. Third thing you can do is to do some sort of mundane activity in the studio. This is one that almost always invariably gets me out of my rut and also gets me prepped for that moment when that rut passes. So by that I mean you can do canvas prep, you can do panel prep, you can straighten up your print drawer, you can do studio tidying, but do those things which kind of are boring if you're really dying to get into painting, but will really help move you along and get you back into the mood to paint. 9 times out of 10, if I'm stuck and I get a whole box of panels out to work on, Nicole's doing that right now, get a whole box of panels out to work on, and I sit there and I start prepping those panels, by the time I'm on the 3rd or 4th one, I am dying to get in there and put some paint on them. So do that mundane stuff, and that'll help you be ready when the inspiration comes. Last but not least is my favorite solution for almost everything. Move your feet. Shift your perspective and get yourself into a literally different spot. So that means getting out of the studio. Take a walk. Moving your feet solves almost every problem known to man and woman, child, adult, whatever. But if you get out of where you are physically, when you come back in, you'll see it totally differently. And 9 times out of 10, again, it's you've gotten stale. You've been in the same spot too long. So go take a walk around the block. My studio is in a small urban shopping center area. So when I get stuck and feel like I just cannot stand being in the studio for another 5 minutes, all I need to do is walk around the block, go get a cup of coffee, and come back, and I'm ready to dive back in. So just shifting your perspective, and it doesn't even have to be around the block. It could be just down the hall. But get up and move, and that will help you see things in an entirely different way. So let's recap those really quickly. Number 1, feed that imagination. Get some stuff going in there that's going to help get you going creatively. So watch an art movie, read an art book, go see some real art. Number 2, try a parallel activity, but one that's different from your normal activity, so that you have to think in a little bit different way. So try a new medium, it doesn't even have to be a brand new medium, it could just be one you haven't used in a while. Try switching from 2D to 3D, but just try mixing it up a little bit. Third one was to do some of those mundane tasks that can become really kind of meditative and help get you into flow and get you back in the mood to paint. And number 4, move your feet. Go out and take a walk. Turn around 3 times, as my mother used to say. Anytime you get stuck, you can get yourself out of it. It is within your grasp. Don't wait around for somebody else to fix it. That's not going to happen. You have to do it yourself. So implement one of those, and if you have something else to add to the list, pop it into the comments below, and let's share all those ideas for ways to begin to feed your creativity. Think you're not an artist and this doesn't apply to you? Newsflash, it sure does, because we are all creative individuals. So no matter whether you're an engineer, cook, a chef, a painter, a housekeeper, a homemaker, a mother, a father, a parent, anything title you can come up with, creativity is an important part of that. So you need to do some of those same kind of things. When you find yourself out of sorts, you have the tools to shift that. You just have to make the effort and move yourself forward. So forward motion, literally, move your feet. If nothing else, go move your feet. So hope that's been helpful. Thank y'all for joining me here, and share your own ideas down below in the comments, and let those go out and help other people if they've helped you. Take care, y'all, and bye-bye for now.